I am the manager. I am responsible for setting the strategic aims and values of the company, and I trust them to deliver these.
I am the supervisor, and I ensure that his aims and values are an everyday part of working life, and I trust him to put them into practice.
I'm the operative. They trust me to do as I'm told.
Although I set the direction of the company, I am accountable to a board of directors and shareholders, and they trust me to deliver a return on their investment.
I trust him to set an adequate budget, so we get the equipment that we need.
I trust them to get me everything I need to do my job properly.
Decisions are made at a board level in order to ensure the continuing success of the company. However, this does mean that sometimes we make decisions that are unpopular with him and him.
Sometimes it seems that all he thinks about is business and money.
My safety boots are rubbish.
We are working in a competitive business, which means we always must keep one eye on the competition, but we must also ensure that the values and interests of the customer are kept at our heart, and that way we can continue to be successful.
He goes on and on about pleasing the customer, but he doesn't seem to realise what it takes to get the job done. I sympathise with him. The work can be hard.
His math writes cheques that I can't cash.
I sympathise with him and him. Big businesses do not change overnight, and sometimes I expect it can seem we move slowly, but we are always working to make things better.
I understand that everything can't change overnight. I just get frustrated about how long things do take round here. I wonder if he knows what he's doing.
I wonder if either of them know what they're doing. He doesn't seem to have any more idea of what's going on around here than I do. And as for him, he can tell you the square root of an orange, but he couldn't peel one.
In order to make things better, I've been told that I must engage with the workforce more. And I understand I should do that. But when I do go and visit a site, all I get is moaning. It's difficult.
He comes down on site and asks me what I think, but he doesn't seem to listen to what I say. I go down on site and ask him what he thinks, and all I get is moaned at.
People ask me what I think, and then nothing happens. Why bother?
Safety is right at the top of our agenda. There is no job so important or urgent that we cannot take the time to do it safely. This is why we have procedures in place to stop people getting hurt.
Everything is a mountain of paperwork. Most of it probably doesn't make the job any safer. A lot of safety is common sense.
I have to fill in a permit to go to the loo.
When things do go wrong, we work hard to find out why they went wrong so we can prevent it happening again. So I rely on him and him to be open and honest.
I mostly see him when things go wrong. And then the first thing he wants to know is, who did it?
I'll get me coat.
I like my job, but I am under an awful lot of pressure. It feels sometimes like I'm under a microscope and my every move is being watched, and I understand that the lowest standards I set are the highest standards that people will aspire to. I envy him and him, because sometimes it feels they are a lot freer than I am.
I feel like I'm squeezed in a sandwich. I feel pressure from him pushing down, and I feel pressure from him pushing up. I'm supposed to be an example for him, and I'm supposed to set an example for him. It's like a tightrope.
I feel pressure from him, and from him. But actually, I'm always watching both of them to see if they're walking the talk.
We cannot do this alone. We must trust each other that we all have the best interests of the business and the people at heart.
At the end of the day, I've got to trust that he has our best interests at heart, and that he really cares.
At the end of the day, I've got to trust that we're all looking out for each other.